meantime. With 5,500 students, we are the largest private university in Germany. We have abroad students in the United States, Brazil, Iran, Russia, Ukraine, India, and so on. Professor Jovanovic offers the course Risk Engineering and Management with a master's degree. This is part of his risk activities. You have to follow the rules of scientific area, but always look for application and think this is an amazing work.
My welcome address also has 5 items. So the first, it's evident that our ministry has to deal with risks in many respects. Nuclear risks, climate change, toxic substances, contaminations, floods, loss of biodiversity and landscape, and many more.
I just extrapolate from what we've seen in the past. We knew some network and information security issues, and then all of a sudden there's a big bang, and we think, what could have happened if that particular instrument was tailored in a different way?
And Risk Atlas is going to be strengthened by the participation of Fraunhofer Institute and our economic part, because all these risk business costs money, both in terms of investment in risk analysis and in that what can happen.
What we can do in order to find emerging risks, and what we can do to make a systematic search for indicators that help us in advance to see when things go wrong. I will pick up on this, but basically in terms of the governance, I'm much more interested in what institutions can do once that information is out there and is competing with millions of other information, and nobody knows which information is actually valid and which not.
Why do people mess up in technology forecasting, how it develops and what effects they have? And we actually had a project focusing on this issue with a mixture of historians and engineers. And what we did was we looked back at past examples of emerging technologies, sought to identify the forecasts that were being made as the technologies were coming in.
Insurance or reinsurance people are not scientists. We are not in the production industry, but we are risk takers, and we do it on the financial side, and this gives us the freedom and maybe also the permission to just do copy paste and mix and blend all the nice things that are created by scientists and engineers.
Risk and early warning is something which is also directly and indirectly connected with compliance. And this is why, of course, the expectations are that we will see a step forward to what we saw last year.
So I'm here to present my own work, and also, of course, to listen to what other people have published and see what's going on in the European field of risk management.
And I came here in order to hear that what are the really pragmatic solutions, what type of approaches are relevant, especially for industries.
I've come here to exchange a little bit points of view with other experts from different areas, and the Integrisk project is a very good platform for that. I've already seen in the early morning session that there are many experts around, and there's good and fruitful ground for discussions, and I've come here to just tie better into the international society on risk and emerging risk, which we did today.
The Integrisk group of people and organizations that have been involved in this project for 4 years is an incredible group of people who share the same concern for promotion of innovation, but in a way that is socially acceptable, economically viable, and so that for the best, let's say, of the economic development in Europe. And what I found very relevant is this combination of expertise from very different people. It's fully multidisciplinary, it's multi-stakeholder. There are people from industry, from academia, from science, from regulation and policy making. And yes, there's been very interesting progress over the past 3 or 4 years in terms of more actionable results, because now we are being We are in the process now of testing the tools and concepts that have been developed, and we now produce data and outcome that is, I think, quite actionable.